on board KCAA's Inland Talk Express. KCAA, Loma Linda, 1050 AM, the station that leaves no listener behind.
The other station claims to be local. Since when is Glendale local? KCAA News Talk 1050, your true local station.
Hello and welcome to Let's Go Shopping with Bev. This show brought to you by Starflight Entertainment. Music by Dr. Bombay and the Blue Machine Band. Song title, Living in Paradise. Now here's Bev.
Well, welcome to the show, everybody. And again, guess what? It's another Friday. Do you believe it? They keep on coming up every week. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
There you go. And, Michael, you're happy that it's Friday.
Oh, yeah. Every day is Friday, though.
There you go.
Just the way you think about it.
Yes. Every day has to be Friday. And we have Diane, our co-host, with us. Hey, Diane, how you doing?
Doing just great. Glad it is Friday.
Yeah, and Diane, as you know, is our shopping diva, and she was doing some good snooping around here the past couple of days, so we'll find out what she found in her snoop attacks. And everybody heard Michael's voice from Exclusive Auto. He is our very special guest today, and we are doing something very special for Mike here pretty soon. And so let's get on with the show. So, Mike, welcome.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always cool to come down here.
I'm so glad you are here. Yes, and let's talk about what's new at your shop.
Well, we've got some new crew that have actually been added to it. Just really good people. That entire crew, I'm just so stoked, California term, of course, but excited, happy. Yeah. But the word stoked just comes to mind because they're just such an awesome group of people. Mm-hmm. I love how they can talk to customers and fix cars, of course, which is just top of the list, but how they handle and deal with people is why everything that's happening for us is happening now.
Well, let me ask you this. Since everybody is so happy, do you do the happy dance, too?
Behind closed doors. No, actually,
I do it. I've seen some of that dancing.
No, I do it out in the office, and then they put me behind closed doors. So, no, yeah, definitely. You know what? I wake up in the morning. That is what changed a lot, how I run that business. I wake up in the morning, and I start the happy dance as I'm working my way to the bathroom, and it just doesn't stop until I go to bed. And the whole attitude changes, when you do that. And
it shows. And it really shows.
It makes, like I said, every day's Friday. And that's how I feel now in this last 6 months especially. I've just been doing a lot of changing. And the shop had always been taking off and doing well, but now it's turning into a huge snowball. In the middle of summer, it's still a huge snowball.
Yeah, and it's like the 4th of July, too, at the same time. It's exploding and rolling down the hill with a snowball, and you name it, and it's going.
We're having a lot of fun. And I think if you have a lot of fun, just everything just happens so easy.
It does. And the other thing that I love what you're talking about, all the upgrades and the business and everything, in the Bay Area where you work on the vehicles, I love the way you redid that part, and you have them long cabinets now.
Oh, the benches.
The bench thingies. Yeah, they are so cool. I want one of those.
Yeah, those are really cool. I was on a quest for like a year, and I had found those and then just started putting them in one at a time, and then had the graphics, even our graphics put on them, and had the steel tops made, and then every one of them we're putting a laptop. Every technician, every stall has its own laptop. They can do internal communications, plus look up all the online stuff they have to access for the vehicle information, types of fluids, whatever they need is right there. They don't have to go anywhere, and that has sped up production huge.
Boy, nothing like getting fancy.
What's funny is that picture. There's a picture. I had snapped a picture from the catwalks up on the drive-ons, and we just got contacted by one of the companies we're affiliated with that does a lot of the shop stuff. We're one of the top 14 shops on the West Coast side for top shop, and they wanted to use a picture. They're doing a whole deal on organization and flow. They wanted to use a picture that I had on the website, just saying this is totally shown as workflow, and it was those benches. That's what really did it.
There you go. Well, I like them. They're really cool. And talking about all of this, also you made another magazine, didn't you?
Yeah. We just got into this publication. It goes across the United States, and we have a full feature article in there, 4 pages. I was pretty excited. A lot of the crew that made it in, like Brittany's in there, Brent, one of the technicians. So everybody that made it in is all excited because they're, it's across the U.S.
That's right.
And then we got contacted by another one, pretty big. It's a large publication. A lot of the shop owners and people in the industry know it's Parts and People, and they've, right after this article ran, they contacted us. They're doing a big spread in August about workflow and management, and they said, we want you to be the feature shop for that. So that's going to be coming up in about a month and a half or so.
That is so cool. And I can actually say I knew you when, way back. And, in the Flintstone era when we were, with the Flintstones and stuff. And also talking about everything that you're doing, let's talk about that online special for the oil. Now, this is a cool thing. Listen up, guys. You got to hear this.
Well, actually, right now, and we've only done this two months. We did it last month and then this month. But you could actually go online to our website, that exclusiveauto1.com. You could see those benches we're talking about. There's pictures. All the pictures are actually updated. The new lobby couches, everything is updated. But then always on the front of that, we have videos. There's a video. Our commercial's on there, the video that was shot on us. That's on there. It's on YouTube and everything. But there's always a current internet special, which is realistically just it's our mailer cards every month. Any client that we have, we send out the card. The cards, full glossy, nice cards for each month, and there's always something on there. And then they're online too. So somebody that's not our current customer could actually get that same deal and then come in and apply it.
Well, what I love about it is everything that you do. You go to some mechanics and they tell you, and Diane, you are good at this. She found out too about that. They say, oh, this and that, and the other thing is broken, or this or that, and it's not even true, But when you go to your place, Exclusive Auto in Yucaipa, you guys, you check it all out, and then you go to the client and you say this and this and this. And what I love about it is you put what they need to do straight away and then come down the list.
Prioritize it for them.
And I really like that.
That's important because, money's tight. So, it helps to know what is the most important.
Well, our philosophy, and I teach service writing class in L.A. Once a month I go to L.A. and I teach service writers from all over the United States and Canada are in that class. And they're big classes now. They're getting bigger and bigger. But one of the things that I just tell them is, look, you're there. The cars have problems, obviously. You find out what the problems are. The customers don't know. You need to give them that information. But then if whatever their position is money-wise, or if they love the car, they don't love the car, they're just you got to find out what that person really needs, and then just work with them there. We're there for everybody else, not the other way around. As some shops, I think, kind of get that confused.
Yes.
And the person itself. So our writers, luckily, my service writers, they take advantage of me being that instructor, so they get constant training, so to speak. It never stops. Versus other writers, they come, they take the class, they go back, they hopefully use that knowledge that they gained and then keep it going, or it falls out. You get rusty. But we're always on top of it. So the writers, and what we really like, especially if there's questions, if somebody doesn't, when I do the car care clinics that you've been to, one of the things that we always talk about finding a good shop is a key thing. One of the people, how do you know if you're being ripped off? How do you know if it really needs that? Well, a very quick check of reality with the shop that you're dealing with is when they say, hey, you need this, this, this. Okay, hey, no problem. Can I come down there and just look at it? if there's any, and you got to read it, if there's any hesitation or like, well, we know what we're looking at, you won't really know, and we need to tell you what. If there's anything like that they're putting the blinders on, there's a reason. Mm-hmm. If they're just like, yeah, sure, no problem. Do you want us to send the shuttle to you to pick you up, and we'll show you what it is, and then we take you home. Don't worry about it. If they're jumping on it, that is a key to where you actually don't even have to go down and look at it. So if you're dealing with your shop, wherever that is, if that comes up, then you can almost sense like, okay, well then it's legit, it's real. Mm-hmm. But now with the economy, with the dealerships, and I'm not saying all dealerships, definitely, there's really good dealers out there, and it does boil down to the ethics of the business itself and the individuals within and the leadership that they're under. But as far as finding, we've seen quite substantially, and that's why second opinions and stuff are really good right now. If it doesn't sound quite right, then like a doctor, pull the car out. It's fine. If they get all weird and sideways about it, well, there's a reason for that. They should, hey, no problem. You know.
And when they get that, you get that hibby-jibby feeling. Follow your gut. That gut feeling is there for a purpose. You think? Yeah. And Mike, I know that it's getting late, and you have to pull out of here because of the farmers market.
We're going to be up there again. That Yucaipa had applaud to Yucaipa. They just did an amazing thing with the farmers market, and the being part of the Chamber of Commerce board. That board worked so hard. It's ridiculous, but you see it in everybody's face. It was packed. We were at the original opening last Friday. This is the second one. I've already seen the list of vendors. It's the same as last time. The people, we've had customers they didn't even know, and now more and more customers. I think this one's going to be even busier than the last one, and the last one was just huge. There were tons of people. It
was absolutely incredibly big. Because we were talking earlier, way back when, how it was and how it came. And guys, if you have the time, go on up there because this is no joke. I've played with the map here and figured out the distance. The farmers market up in Yucaipa on Yucaipa Boulevard and California Street and two other side streets are bigger than the one in Redlands.
Wake up, Redlands. We're coming.
It's gigantic.
It looks great. There was a lot of political stuff going on with that uptown redevelopment. The reverse angle parking is still up for debate.
Yeah.
I'd like to have a place up there to watch cars back in all day long. I think it'd be entertaining.
It would, wouldn't it?
Yeah, very. But as far as the whole development, it really came out nice. It is beautiful.
So you guys pop up there. And, Michael, since you are with us, okay, and I don't want to embarrass you and make you blush or anything else.
Well, until you tell people that I blush, nobody knows. The webcam, I can always move the webcam.
Yeah, you turn red sometimes.
It's like he's turning red. It's like, thanks for pointing that out on the air. Nobody else would know until you tell them.
Oh, well. But anyways, Michael and his staff has been with us at KCAA now for 2 years.
Wow.
2 years. And when any vehicle that we have is sick and it starts making them weird sounds like...
Come on, Sid. There you go.
Yeah, Michael likes that. And all these weird sounds, we take them up to Michael, and the truck one time was very, very ill, and we thought we were going to have a funeral.
Yeah,
but
right.
He brought it back to life, and it's running beautifully. And we just want to thank you for everything that you do for everybody here in the station. We want to thank you for everything that you do in the community because he is involved in so many activities. And I and Diane and Christina, unfortunately, she's not with us, but we would like to present this award to you. Just a little something to show our appreciation and to thank you again for everything that you do and for us and the community.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's check this out. Don't want to mess it up here.
There we go.
Well, thank you very much. That's totally cool.
You're welcome.
I told my crew, hey, I'm going to go down the radio. It's always a fun time, but now I can come back with an award.
Yeah,
but this is, when I've talked to, we're a model shop too, where people come in and tour us, and when I talk to other owners, it's like, look, the owner had the dream, the owner had the vision, and they started.